Hello, this is Kenny again. This is lesson number 1. Theory lesson number 1, actually. What this is about is the clefs and the staffs and the note values. I'm not going to get into time values. That will be theory lesson number 2. But for today, what we want to look at are these funny things called clefs. What is this crazy thing? You've probably seen it. Okay, that's known as a treble clef. Alright? And it doesn't make much sense. I don't know, it just comes around like this, and it goes around like this, and what you have to look at is this circle here, where it ends up. It's pointing out where the note G is. This is actually known also as the G clef. In contrast, usually in piano, the left hand uses this clef. It's known as the F-Clef. And if you notice these two little dots here, they surround the note F. Now I just wanted to put these other two in, just in case you see one and get confused. What are they? You'll never see these in piano. But this is known as the Alto Clef, and it's a weird thing. And where this thing comes around is actually showing middle C. This is usually only used by the viola. So we're not going to be seeing that too much. This is the tenor clef. Similarly, this is pointing to the note C. Now this is a funny thing. This looks like the exact same note as this, but it's not. This one is the F, because it's the F clef, and this clef is actually pointing at the note C. That's all you have to know about those. So, then we go on to the notes here. Let's see here. Okay, here you see, here's your treble clef. And here we're pointing towards the note G, which is way over here. G, yes. And here's the F clef. Around those two dots, it's pointing towards this note, the note F. Now once you know where those two notes are, you can find every other note. Now if you notice on the staff, what you have are lines and spaces. Space, line, space, line, space, line, line. And then down here, you've got your space, line. A note is either on a space or a line. Can't be both. Don't make a big note or cover it. Well, no one will know what that note is. Alright? Once you know one of them, say you know it was F, for example, well, it just goes F, G, A. Alright? There's only A, B, C, D, E, F, G in the musical staff. Alright? So, easier to see here. A, B, C, D, E, F. Well, where are those other notes going? Well, that's kind of strange, isn't it? So I'm going to have to draw some more, because we've ran out of notes on the staff. Alright? So here, I'm going to put on a G. You can keep going here. And I am actually going to put extra lines on here. You can do this. Alright, you can do this. Alright, so now, well, let's continue here with G, A, B, C. It just continues that way, all through. You can do that with everything, and vice versa. You can go backwards on it. Okay, you can go down on lines. Okay, it does get a little cumbersome this way. At first, this is all you're going to need. At first, you won't need too much, right? C, D. But just remember, it just follows the alphabet. It's very simple. And you can do the same thing with the left hand. And I'm not going to do it completely because it's just a pattern. Once you get used to the pattern, you get used to everything. Okay? Now, yeah, this seems a little bit strange, but sometimes to learn the staff, people use these mnemonic devices, right? Okay, they can be a bit silly. These ones have been used for years. But to find this E, the mnemonic is every good boy deserves fudge. Now that sounds kind of silly. But it's just a matter of getting you to know that every good boy deserves fudge. Just to know the lines. The spaces are even simpler in the right hand. It's just F-A-C-E. It's not even a mnemonic. It just spells face. Okay, and likewise, you can do the same thing with the left hand. Now these ones are a bit sillier too, right? Good boys don't, good bikes don't fall apart. All right? That's the lines on the left hand. And in the spaces in the left hand, all cows eat grass. I know these are silly mnemonics, but you can even make your own up, all right? You don't have to use those ones, but those have been used for a lot of years. And those are just another way of memorizing what these spaces and lines actually symbolize. You'll get used to it eventually. I've been playing this all my life, and you just get to know what the notes are. You don't even realize that you're looking at it. But the main thing to realize is that the bass clef is pointing towards the F, and then you can find any other note after that, and the treble clef is pointing towards the G. Okay, now it seems like the birds are excited. So I think it's time to leave this lesson for now, and next lesson in theory, lesson 2, I hope I have this thing a little more clear. Thank you.